Anyone can choose happiness. It's just the decision to choose happiness. And so much in life, we live in a society, unfortunately, where we are constantly being bombarded with messages of what we should have to make us happy. Look at any billboard, you see like this great looking couple, they're having the red wine and a magnificent steak, and they're so pretty, and you think to yourself, my God, if I get that dress, and I get that hairdo, and I have that wine and go to that restaurant, look how fabulous my life will be. Really. But it's not just once in a while. We're bombarded with it. We're bombarded with it on television. We're bombarded with it in magazines. We're bombarded with it where we walk past a store and those are the pictures that we see. So we're being told, if you look like this and if you are living this life, you will be happy. So we have a big challenge. The challenge is the ego perceives that as happiness. Our true self knows we don't need things to be happy. We don't need those things to be happy. The happiness is within us. It's not a search. It's not a I'll be happy when. It's about understanding what we have now and being in gratitude for it. And we forget. Did you ever notice, like you say to yourself, I'm really excited when we build this house, when we move, when we do this, but it's going to be so very exciting. Then you do that, and it's very exciting, and then suddenly, it's like a year or two later, and you're on the search for something else, and you completely forget. I have 4 walls around me. I have heat and air conditioning in my house. I have running water. I have food on my table. I have a car to drive. I can provide for my children. I have a lovely marriage. I have beautiful friends. We forget these things because we think that happiness is somewhere else. Happiness is right here in our hearts. And when we remind ourselves, because we're not taught to remind ourselves, but when we make the decision to remind ourselves that we are already happy, that's when you completely open your heart space. And that's when you feel happy and you feel good. And that's when you can be with your children and be with your husband and be with your friends and be with yourself. When you stop thinking there's somewhere else you're supposed to be.